Like I said, we started a church. We also have medical benefits for the women. We have a savings plan for them. We have life skills training for them, development opportunities for them. So we're looking at it holistically. And then when you think about that, well, the women get in bad relationships very often. So then we have to have intervention, sometimes with abusive boyfriends, domestic violence. Or they're in relationships with foreign men, sex tourists, or foreign men who get into this relationship and they're worlds apart in culture. I mean, language alone is difficult. But when you talk about coming from a rural village, poverty, low education, and sometimes men with doctorates, you know, education, sometimes status, and they're trying to have a relationship and they're worlds apart, well, you have to deal with those issues as well. And one of the things that we do, we've come, is that we actually really care about the sex tourist. We've come to have compassion for them, and rather than to look at them as disgusting creatures just exploiting these women that we love, we've begun to see that these are men who are broken. These are men who are believing lies, and they're being used by Satan. They're being exploited by Satan to destroy others and destroy themselves and their own families. And there's a lot of pain that goes deep in these men. And while they're not our target group, very often they're, because of the involvement, we can't just exclude them from that kind of care. So we partner with another group that reaches out to the male sex tourists. They work out of our building, and we partner with them. We are in the process of building a coffee shop in our outreach center, and the coffee shop is a ministry of presence in the neighborhood. It's a place where men, women, and children can come in and can be loved on, and can have good news. They can know that there is hope for them. And they have a listening ear, because very often these men just want to talk. They just want somebody that cares about them that they can talk to. And so we have to look at it holistically. The problem isn't just about pulling a woman out of prostitution and giving her the gospel. I mean, that's in and of itself, yes, Jesus is enough. But God wants us to give them more than just the gospel truth for their life. There has to be the practical. There has to be the healing. There has to be the restoration of personal life and family and community. And so if it's not us alone, we'd have to be in partnership at least with people that are doing that. What we're finding is we're doing both. We're finding ways to incorporate that into our program to address the different areas, the prevention, the intervention, the restoration, the education, the personal, the family, the community. But we're also partnering with other organizations that take different pieces of that as well, because it has to all work together if we're going to see restoration.